Now we should have audio. We should have audio. Do we have audio? Why is it not registering? Okay. Why don't I have audio? Okay, one. There we go. Now we've got audio. There we go. We should have audio now. All right. Let's get rid of that one. Let's try this again. Let's stop the stream. All righty. Now things are working. Okay, now things are working. My glasses are filthy. Sure get to see what's on your glasses. Okay, let's home that. Be able to see what you guys are talking about. And I should be live here. I should be live here. Am I live? I'm not live because I didn't say go live yet. That's why. There we are. Go live. Now we should have no problem. And we are streaming. Or are we streaming? I am streaming. Okay. I should get audio here right away. Wow, is it ever a bad connection today? Do you guys not hear any audio? Please let me know in the comments if you do. Go over to YouTube and see if I've got audio over there. I may not have audio over there. Wow, this is a strange thing today. Very, very strange. Go to my channel. It says I am live right now, but I cannot hear any audio. Audio's not muted there. Audio's not muted there. Are you guys getting any audio at all? You can't hear me. Yes, I can. Oh, you can hear me. You can hear me okay? Because I can't seem to get any audio at all over here on YouTube. I've got YouTube up and I've got Facebook up. There seems to be a hiss or static wave. I can't hear you. Jennifer. How goes it, Jennifer? It's weird, I can't hear anything. I see that you're there, but I can't hear anything. And you're getting a weird hiss, you say. Wow, I moved things around last week here in the studio, and everything should have been hooked up just the same as it was. Man, I hate when I have problems. Okay, I see that Video Workbench Productions is over on YouTube. If you can just give me a quick yes that you can hear me, that'd be great. Okay, I sound very clear. Great. So there's no more hiss, there's no more buzzing, there's no nothing. Good, excellent. Okay, so what did I want to talk about today? A couple of things. Like I said, I rearranged the studio last week, so I'm not getting that nasty glare in my glasses anymore. I pushed the lights up. Things are a little bit different. I actually brought my confidence monitor up, which has all of my switching on it as well. So I can, you know, basically let's go to this shot here. I'll just bring up camera 1 and we'll just do a quick transition. So if you can see here, this is what's coming off of a laptop that is right next to me over here. And there's a bit of a delay. So it's very cool. I can't see your comments there, but I can see your comments right here. I am watching Facebook right now. So what did I want to talk about today? I wanted to talk about my little friend. Say hello to my little friend right here. This is a project I've been working on for about a week now. It is a, I'll switch so you guys can get a better look at him. This, of course, is Batman. He is roughly 16 inches tall. He is a multi-part model. As you can see, he's not glued together yet. He is printed in silver PLA from Spool 3D, and he's got about 10% infill done at 0.1 of a millimeter in terms of layer height. So there's very little lines that you can see on him. There's some really nice texture on him. The sculpt on this model is absolutely beautiful. I cannot say enough good things about the individual Malix, M-A-L-I-X, who designed this model. It fits together really well. There are some areas I've got to clean up. I've got to do some cleanup work up here on top of the belt, a little bit underneath his chin. I have to fix up the ears a little bit, work around the gloves a little bit, and then do all the seam. I don't know how well you can see that. You can see here there's a seam that I'm going to have to fill in with some putty and that sort of stuff. So this is going to be at a show that I will be at the end of October, and that show is the Maker Faire Calgary, and I'll be bringing along Batman as well as Superman and Wonder Woman, all done in this scale as well, all from the same artist. If you're interested in finding out more about 3D printing and these models in particular, I would go and check out Malix 3 Design. So that's M-A-L-I-X 3 and the word design.com. And he'll be able to get you these models. They're actually relatively inexpensive. For $20, you can buy them, an individual model for most of them. And at $20, that's not bad. And you're not buying the physical model, you're buying the file in which the model was made up as. And then you would take it into, if you're into 3D printing, you'd take it into your slicing program. And then, of course, that would slice it up so that you could print it. And you can scale it up or down. Now, this week I'm also bringing in a piece of gear to help you. Look, my hair's, I need a haircut badly. I'm going to be bringing in a piece of gear for those people that are interested in keeping the budget down and not having a lot of gear in their studio like I do here. And you guys have seen that many, many times. So I will be bringing in a smaller piece of gear. It's a piece of audio gear called a 2i2. And it basically what it is an interface that goes into your computer, which my computer is over there now. It's an interface that goes into the computer, and then you can plug in 2 microphones, or you can plug in some line level or a guitar or whatever you need to do. It is a very interesting little piece of gear. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to show you how to integrate it into your system and how to work with it. If you're wanting to step up from a USB microphone and get something that has a little bit better quality and sound, this is a piece of gear that's definitely worth doing it. So we're going to talk about that on Thursday's show in the afternoon. Rich Morning Coffee. Yes, it is the Scarlett by Focusrite. That is absolutely correct. It is a Scarlett 2i2 by Focusrite. I have one at home. I'm going to bring it in. I don't use it in the studio here because I have all the other gear here. Let me just have a look here quickly at the comments. Jennifer, how big can you scale it with your 3D printer? With the one that you see back here in the cabinet, which you can't really see because I haven't got a camera on. But the cabinet, I can go about this tall. The problem is the base. The base is almost 8 inches across, and the bed size that I have on that printer is only 8 inches. So it will fill up that pretty quickly. So that'll determine how big I went. Basically, I went 75% larger than the original file when I printed him out. And you can do that right in your slicing program, whichever one you're using. Jennifer, you're planning on heading to Houston for a Maker Faire. Oh, that's great. Let me know how it goes, Jennifer. I'd really be interested to see what goes on in Houston in their Maker Faire. I'm going to be filming at the Maker Faire here. I'm going to try and stream some stuff live. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that though, depending on, you know, whatever the wireless connection is there. I hope to stream live, and you guys will get to see some amazing stuff. If not, I'll show you the recorded stuff afterwards. You have the 8i8. Is that correct? Did I say that correctly, Jennifer? That also is a great little unit by Focusrite. Getting back to the Maker Faire, yes, I'm very interested in people that are going to Maker Fairs right now, because it really helps in terms of the show. The lights in here make it really tough for me to see the screen and focus in on it. And yes, these are new glasses. On another note, real quickly, most of you might have seen that I was going back to my hometown this week. I was going to be leaving on Thursday and driving about 20 hours to get back to my hometown. Unfortunately, I won't be making that trip now. There are some things that are going on at home that need my attention, or at my home that need my attention, and I will not be making it to help my older brothers finalize my parents' estate. But that being said, I've talked to my eldest brother. He's okay with it, and they're having the last estate sale this coming weekend in Thompson, Manitoba. So if you're in Thompson, you know where it is, go check some stuff out. So that's pretty much it. I won't be making that trip though. It's unfortunate. I've got a lot I still have to do here. The new show launches October 2nd, along with a new website. There will be a new website for my company as well, launching right around that time. So a lot of things going on. Let me just check over and see what's going on over on YouTube. No more sound issues over there, so that's good. I have a few things I have to ship off. I finally got the lights into the TARDIS back here today. That's going to be going out. David's sign. I wanted to print David's sign in wood PLA. I was having a real problem getting the wood PLA to work. So unfortunately, David, you're getting one that's done exactly like mine. So it'll be in silver and black and with all the funky colors inside. And then I have to finish off R2-D2 in the back. I know David got an R2-D2, and that's great. I want to get one of those myself by Spiro. I think they're a great little tool. That being said, I think that's about all I wanted to talk about today. It's, I don't know how long I've been on here, but I got to get a clock in front of me over there. I am moving towards using vMix. I have to make sure that vMix is going to work properly for streaming out to Restream, which streams this show out to, or my live streams, that it streams it out to all of the other places that I needed to go, like YouTube and Facebook and also Twitch. So, hey Barry, thank you for joining me this afternoon. I'm just actually getting ready to wrap it up, but Barry, you weren't here, so I will quickly tell you that I was showing off Batman today. This is a model that I've been working on by Malix 3D Design, or 3design.com. So that's MALIX 3design.com, and that's the number 3. This is a model that was printed at 175% of the original size, so it's scaled up. Very well done. Very nice model. I love it. Yes, I can. Oh, I know I can stream to 3 places at once with vMix. Right now, I just have the trial of vMix. I have not. I haven't gone and purchased vMix yet. I wanted to play with it a little bit more, just get used to it. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten there yet. I had Jed Bullwinkle. Oh, this is actually a friend of mine. Used to have a company, and he created a comic book strip on this character, and he gave me one of the T-shirts, and I absolutely love it. Hi Clifford, how are you? What kind of cameras am I using? I am using a Canon Vixia HFG 30 as my main camera. It's a 1080p, or yes, it's 1080i camera. I shouldn't say it's 1080p. It's 1080i camera. It's hooked up to a shoulder rig right now. It's on a tripod, and it's just over my confidence monitor, which is right in front of me. So it always looks like I'm looking at you guys. And then over here, I just have a small Vixia HFR 20, which is my secondary shot. That's this shot here. It is also an HD camera, so it captures pretty well. I'm running all of that into a ATEM television studio, an older one, and I'm just going to have a quick look over here. Oh, you haven't bought it yet either, eh, Barry? Okay, yeah, I'm still trying to play with it. So if you got any questions about the gear, I'm happy to answer them. I also have a 14-channel mixer. I don't use all 14 channels right now. That's why I'm going to scale things down a little bit. I'm going to take the audio rack that I have here with the mixer and the compressor limiter gate and the headphone amp. I'm going to be taking that out of here, and I'm going to be bringing in my Scarlett 2i2 to use here, because I really don't need all this gear here. All I need is a way to get, my shots into the computer and out to you guys for all intent and purposes. In the computer, I have an Intensity Pro 4K card, so I could, for all intent and purposes, run this main camera into there. If I put another one of those cards in there, I can bring the secondary camera in. And really, I only use 2 shots for the most part. There's plenty of room for me to put another card in there, so it's no big deal. I can certainly do that. So you have a Vixia HFS 100 HD. How do you like that as your main camera? Oh, and you're using a Logitech C922 as your second camera. It's funny that you mentioned that, Barry, because I have on my computer over there, when I just kind of do a one-on-one talk with people, whether it be through Facebook Messenger or whether I'm part of a what do they call it, a Hangout, a G+ Hangout. I've just got a C910 over top of my computer. And funny thing is, when I started doing live streams years and years and years ago under Naked Ape Productions, that's the only camera that I used. It was a really decent camera. I own a few of them. There's actually one in the cabinet back here that I've got hooked up to a Raspberry Pi so that I can have a look at my prints. Yeah, we can all do better. But you know what? At the end of the day, how much money do you really want to put into it? And this is something I've talked about many times, is how much money do you want to put into your gear? I mean, sure, you can go out and spend $1,000 on a camera, or you can spend $1,500 on a camera, or you can spend $2,500 on a camera, whatever the case may be, and you can, get your computer top notch, spend, quite a few bucks there. I think David just built a computer for a client that was over $5,000, or just came in just under $5,000. But again, at the end of the day, how much do you really need? So you have to ask yourself that. How much gear? I want to scale back the gear in here. so that I've got a little bit more room. I don't have a very big room here. It's maybe 12 by 10, you know, 10 this way, 12 this way, and that's about it. And after switching around the studio, I definitely have a lot more room in here to move around and get to my gear, but do I really need all this gear here? That's the big question. Oh, you monetized your gear? Okay, that's actually very cool. All the gear here, I've pretty much paid for out of pocket. I do have a Patreon page. I don't really use Patreon. I am thinking about setting it up for the new show though. You know, if people are interested in 3D printing, certainly, you know, it probably might be a good thing, but I don't have a private investor, unfortunately. Everything that I do here, I have to go out and do something else to supplement the gear that I buy. Again, it's the same thing with the printers. I mean, this printer in this cabinet is one that I've built. I've got another frame up top that I'm building. I'm building the Bigfoot out on the showroom floor. I'm at spool3d.ca. I'm in their showroom. They're now a full-fledged brick and mortar business. They have been since February. And I help out by building and helping them with technical issues on 3D printers and getting people's stuff out. So yeah, it's, you know, at the end of the day, again, it's how much money do you really need to spend? I've got LED lighting up above me. I've got a China ball there just to add a little bit more broad light. Normally, I would not light this way. This is not the way that I light. I come from a photography background before video, and before that I come from an audio background. So this is kind of not the way I would do things. I would use a key light, and I'd use a fill light, and I'd use a hair light, which I have a hair light up there. But I wouldn't use a light directly in front of me over the camera, because what I find, and it's like this on television anyway, is that it flattens you out. There's not enough definition to the face. So Ethernet always, okay. Are you going Ethernet into the computer or using Wi-Fi? I'm actually using neither. I'm going straight right now from the ATEM television studio via HDMI cable into the computer. So I'm not using either, although I am hardwired. If I end up with a Mevo at some point in time, I'm going to try it out and see how that works. You've got a hair light, but with actually, it's really useful, Barry. It's really useful. I'm thinning up on top, and you can tell I've been wearing my hat all day. A hair light is very useful because it helps to separate you from the background. And if you look, I've got a little bit of light just casting on my shoulders on both sides. So it's helping to pop me off the background. And the background here is, well, it's a little longer than my arm length away. So it's a little over 4 feet away. But that being said, I'm really close. My camera is only about 6 feet in front of me. So like I said, we've got, a lot of limited space here, so I want to maximize that as best possible. And back in the corner, of course, I got my Wi-Fi system and stuff for the computers and so on and so forth here. Turns your head beet white. Okay, yeah, if you're having a problem with that, there's two things I'm going to suggest to you. One, turn down the intensity on your hair light. And two, and you guys are probably going to laugh at me for this, but get yourself some loose powder. It's called the Finishing Powder 105. This is CoverGirl finishing powder. And what it does, it helps to take the shine off your head. I used to use it a lot. Because now I wear a hat a lot more, so I don't use it as much. But the days that I'm not wearing a hat, I'm just going to show you this stuff here. Just get it out of the package. it's a very loose powder, as you can probably see there. The lights might be washing it out a little bit, but it's a very loose powder. And because it's translucent, it doesn't change the color of your skin. And it does come with a little powder puff so that, you know, you can put it on your head. And it's got a little, oh, this thing comes with a built-in sifter. This is the first time I opened this stuff, so it's quite good stuff. It won't change the color of your skin, but what it'll do is it'll take that shine away, which is something, which is a trick I learned a long time ago when I was doing photography. I used to use that when I was doing photography, and people would, you know, sometimes you get a husband comes in and, oh, he's got a shiny forehead. Like, look how shiny my forehead is. It's almost washed right out. So a little bit of that translucent powder, it's not going to make you shimmery. It's not going to make you shiny. It's not going to make you look like you're wearing makeup, but it is going to take down those shiny areas. And I'll take off my hat so you guys can see. Like up here, I've been sweating today, so my head is quite shiny. If I took a little bit of that powder and put it on, it would go right away. It would, you know, go down right away. But this isn't a makeup tutorial. Oh, you wore it professionally on stage, Barry. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. It's a good little product, and you know what? It's not like you're putting eyeliner on like we did in the 80s. You know, but at the end of the day, it's definitely worth for, I don't know, I think this was $5 or $6. And that'll go, that little thing will go a long way. I'll probably have this next year at this time. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. If anybody's got any more questions about audio, video, that sort of stuff, makeup, or 3D printing, I can certainly answer your questions. And I'm just going to quickly scroll back through some of these and just see if I missed anything. It doesn't look like I missed too much. Okay, so with that being said, I've got to finish R2-D2 this week. I have to get that out to David. I promised him I would. I've got to send out his on-air sign, which is done. I have to get finishing my little friend here, Batman. And then I got to get started on Superman and Wonder Woman as well. So you guys have yourselves a great day. I got to get a monitor from here down here so that I can see what's going on. I think I have a little monitor at home that I can bring in, and or I can just use one of these at some point, which is a Raspberry Pi with the 7-inch touchscreen. I can probably make use of that, and then I'd be able to see comments. I just have to look down. Other than that, you guys have yourselves a great day. I'm going to see you again on Thursday. I am, as I said earlier on, I am not making the pilgrimage to Manitoba from Alberta. I am staying right here. There's just some things that need my attention a little bit more. Okay, you guys have yourselves a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.